welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having the best day ever. Thank you so much for choosing to spend even a little portion of your day with me today. I really appreciate it. I have not ironed my shirt. It is really wrinkly, but I just wanted to wear this hideous frenemy shirt that I found on Redbubble. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let's go in for our mucker hug. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you just being part of this conversation because it's going to be an intense one. Now, I want to start off this video by saying the following. Now, I don't want this video to take necessarily a really dark turn, but what I want to say is that there is so much going on from, again, I spoke about this briefly in a video a couple days ago about Ukraine and sending all the amazing people out there my best, and how fucking devastating and disgusting it is what is happening between Russia and Ukraine and what Russia are doing. And specifically today, like, there have been so many things, like, I'm just logging on, and Twitter is so stressful, you know, getting all this news so quickly and stuff like that. You know, there's just all this talk happening about, you know, Russia and threatening not only what they're doing to Ukraine, but worldwide. And I just want to thank you for allowing me to have a platform to speak about that and to bring awareness even in the little community that I have here, but also selfishly an outlet that, like, the fact that I literally had like the worst panic attack and was like crying for the past like hour, just because, again, selfishly, like, you know, being in a country by myself where I'm very far away from my family and living alone and stuff like that, whenever you're hearing all of these threats and these like scary, like, just the worst world leaders, right, who are threatening this, again, what they are doing in Ukraine, and threatening stuff worldwide is just incredibly scary. And the fact that I can sit down here and have some sort of just being able to like talk to my friends, I really appreciate it, and I want you to know that that's genuinely how I look at it. I don't want to take the video to this place because I've, you know, brought this up in a video, and I kind of said about that I don't want to be insensitive by posting YouTube videos right now because there is just too much happening in the world and it feels wrong. And a lot of you were expressing that, you know, you come onto YouTube, you come onto TikTok to have some sort of release in terms of seeing stuff that's not what is just in the news 24/7. And I also get that as well, because that's what I've been doing with going on, you know, YouTube and seeing all this. So I want to thank you for allowing me to have a platform to like sit down and like talk about something that is not so scary for 5 or 10 minutes. I just want to start the video by that. Alright, okay? Today, we are going to be talking about the fact that Trisha is calling out people on TikTok who are deeming her to be an unfit mother and to be an unfit mother. So basically, if you don't know what that means, there was a TikTok that went around by this YouTube creator, _STINENCE, on a public TikTok, basically said that Trisha's child is going to, you know, not be raised by someone who is willing to properly be a proper mother and is going to be an unfit mother, and this child's in for, you know, so much in a negative way. And Trisha's responding to it, and it's interesting because Trisha never really, oh, my Garfield isn't in, let's put Garfield right here. Garfield is my little, he's been keeping me calm recently. Trisha's responding to it, and Trisha's not happy, obviously, and Trisha's talking about many different things, talking about the fact that people are deeming her an unfit mother before she has even been a mother. Secondly, that she has worked through so much in therapy that people are unwilling to acknowledge. She is also saying that people are refusing to acknowledge that she has not been involved in drama for a year, which is not true, by the way. Is not true, but I mean, she states it, and we'll get to that in a second. She's literally saying that she hasn't been involved in drama in like almost a year, and it's like, babe, only a couple months ago. But anyway, that's what Trisha's saying. And it's also saying that people are refusing to acknowledge that she's in a happy, safe relationship, and just there's so much going on. So we're gonna get to these videos and hear what Trisha has to say. It is intense. There's like 4 TikToks to get to here. Oh, Garfield is blocking it a little bit. We'll move him there. Do we all love, by the way? I love Garfield. So let's get into what Trisha has to say. So here we go. All right.
The last person in the entire world that should be mothering a child.
So normally I wouldn't respond to like hate, you know. Everyone's pretty much entitled to their opinion, but something like this just rubs me the wrong way for a lot of reasons. Imagine being at your lowest, right? I have a history of abusing prescription pills and using illicit drugs. I have a history of mental illness that went untreated for a long time, partially because of me. Yes, I went to 3 mental hospitals because of all of the above. That was my rock bottom that I needed to get clean. Going through there, I became again addicted to prescription pills, and I didn't get clean completely until December 2020. I've been in active therapy that's been working for my mental illness for the past year and haven't exhibited any of this behavior that happened to me at my lowest. I had already been changing, but the day I found out I was pregnant, whole new person.
All right, so that is something Trisha's saying. Now, one thing I do want to state, and I don't want to be too problematic in what I'm saying here, but one thing I do want to just touch on is that Trisha has talked in length about, you know, being in therapy, and therapy has been so great for Trisha, and love to hear it. I think therapy is incredible. Trisha on Frenemies said about all of the different things that she was told and is learning through therapy, which is great. But in any live stream or any tweet or anything that like Trisha would... Oh my fucking God, Tyler, you scared the shit out of me. Oh my God, I'm already on fucking edge today. Tyler, I swear to fucking God, that literally, I'm near fucking crying today. Stop, please. I'm literally begging. What even happened? I don't even, oh, he knocked down, oh, the cat food that's like already empty. Oh my fucking God, this is, anyways, Tyler, literally, motherfucker, stop. I have no tolerance for this today. Stop it. Any fucking loud noise is enough to make me go to fucking breakdown. Oh my God. All right, you just caught a genuine moment of fucking fear and... Okay, all right, okay. Anyways, Trisha always talked about things she learned in therapy. But whenever she would reference her therapy, she would always reference Dr. Drew. Now, Dr. Drew is a therapist, and he came on Frenemies a couple times, and he just really much so hated Ethan, and he was always validating Trisha, and it was really weird. And to me, it always seemed like, and again, allegedly, I hope this isn't the truth, but it always seemed to me that if Trisha was going to like the best therapist in the world and going through all these trainings, that she wouldn't be so heavily reliant on relaying information that she's heard from Dr. Drew on like One Frenemies podcast. Literally, you can look at any time Trisha has been referencing therapy and has said something, she will always say that Dr. Drew said this, or Dr. Drew did this and she implemented this. To me, it's very weird that Trisha would go through so much therapy, but only really be referencing what Dr. Drew has made her say or do. Does anyone else just feel that that's really weird? And again, I'm not doubting that Trisha goes to therapy and I don't want to go down that route, but all I'm saying is it's really inconsistent that Trisha would go through so much therapy and still only reference what Dr. Drew has told her in therapy, and the therapy in question was coming on a live Frenemies episode. Alright, I've said that before and people have had their opinions on it and I haven't really changed my mind on it. I've always thought it was really weird, but I mean, alas, we'll go on and hear what more Trisha has to say, but I do just think it's very weird that you would go to so much therapy, but the only time you ever quote what you've heard in therapy is things that Dr. Drew has publicly said to you.
And on that note, so many people have sent me their stories about how they were, you know, abusing alcohol, addicted to drugs, all this stuff, and the day they found out they were going to be a parent completely changed. I always say actions speak louder than words, so everyone's like, oh, she has a breakdown every single day. It's like, I haven't in a very long time. I've disengaged from drama for almost a year.
Bullshit. Bullshit. That is not true. That is not true. I've disengaged in drama for almost a year. That is not true. That's literally not true. I'm sorry, but that's not true.
Importantly, my sobriety. I've been sober since December 2020. I've been in active treatment since 2021, and it's working. I like sit there and criticize
and whenever Trisha says this, I think it's great to hear. I don't think you have to love Trisha whenever Trisha's saying that she's in active treatment and it's going well. I think that's a great thing to hear from anyone, especially someone who's to be a mother. And this is Trisha responding to people saying she's going to be an unfit mother. So,
reproductive choices just feels ick to me. I've prayed for this for so long and God has finally blessed me, and I just now more than ever will keep on the good path. But this kind of video already incites hate on an unborn child for absolutely no reason. She made a joke at the end of it saying she shouldn't be a mother either, and that's fine if she deems herself unfit, but I know I'm gonna be an amazing mom.
All right, one thing I do want to state, and I kind of said this in my original video about Trisha being pregnant, where, you know, people are giving Trisha criticism for, like, starting the IVF treatment or wanting to adopt by saying that Trisha will be, like, an unfit mother. However, now that Trisha is pregnant, I said it then and I'll say it now, I think it makes it a lot more complicated, and hearing people shit talk, it feels really uncomfortable and disturbing to me, because we're now talking about a child that is coming into the world. Like, whether people want to admit it or not, Trisha is going to have this baby. Like, there is a baby in question now. So, in the past, you know, people have been criticizing Trisha, and it was Trisha trying to get pregnant. But Trisha now is going to be a mother, is going to have this child. So, there's a child in question. So, speaking so negatively about it and speaking so horribly about it, regardless of your opinion on Trisha, it is, at the end of the day, wishing the worst on a situation with a newborn child coming into the world. Does anyone else, like, understand where I'm coming from with that? Like, you can criticize Trisha all you want, but whenever you're starting to go into the territory of, like, almost like wishing things on a child that is about to come into the world, it just is very complicated, and the line is, like, very easy to be crossed. Anyways.
And I'm not gonna lie, like, it does hurt. I mean, I should just block this and move on, because I am, like, just so happy right now, and I don't know, it does kind of hurt. I guess it just sucks, because the whole point of cancel culture is we want you...
Not fucking Trishy Fishy talking about cancel culture. And Trisha goes on to say, with cancel culture, we want people to grow and we want people to change. That was not Trisha's attitude with David Dobrik, with Charlie D'Amelio, with James, with all of these people, right? So it's so, like, yeah, you can say that, you know, you're going to be a mother now, and your perspective has changed on so many things. You still did it. You still did it 6 months ago, 5 months ago. You still did it. So to be high and mighty about cancel culture, now give me a break.
Change, we want you to be better, and then as soon as someone changes and starts to better themselves, like, oh, no, not you. You're going to always be awful. You're going to always...
You've had this attitude about a lot of people as well. Anyone else just, like, seeing the inconsistencies here? And I don't mean to, like, constantly be like a fucking bitch here, because I'm really trying not to be, but, like, how many videos have I made about Trisha talking about people, cancel culture never getting them in time, and, you know, the cancel culture should be doing more? Like, my God.
Be held at a place where you were at your lowest and your ugliest. We cancel people to want people to change, and as soon as people change, people don't allow it. They want us to be stuck in that little hole. I'm married, I'm in a stable relationship, like, we tried for this child, we went to fertility for this child, we have the financial means,
Trisha literally a month ago, we're in debt! Our wedding put us in debt!
The love, the care, the want, the desire, are both, this is all we've ever wanted. We're both able to care for the child full time. And now by posting this, I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's riling her up, it's...
Caring for the child full time. We'll see if Trisha gets a nanny. Do you remember Trisha shit-talking Ethan and Ela for getting a nanny? We'll see how that upholds.
Sure, let's keep poking, which is, like, gross in its own right. But I don't know, I was scrolling. I'm a human, I have feelings too. I just wanted to address it.
All right, and then the last one. Let's get to the last one. All right, here we go. Oh, whoops. It's my fucking computer being like, no more. Here we see the last one, what Trisha says, okay.
One final thought, and I'm gonna go back downstairs and watch Desperate Housewives, is I actually feel bad for these people. That's not, you know, patronizing or anything. Like, I feel bad because these are people who actually are kind of hate their own lives, probably going through something in their own lives. And how do I know this? Is because I was that person, as we all know, for probably a decade on the internet.
Up until recently, important to note.
And judged other people and criticized other people because I was so unhappy, because bottom line is happy.
So, like, Trisha can do it to everyone online for over a decade, up until recently, but no one can do it to her. And again, I don't think people should be doing this about the situation with Trisha being a mother. I don't want this to be misinterpreted. There is a baby on the way. I think any negativity that is being directed towards an unborn child is disgusting, and I stand with that with anyone. However, whenever people are coming for Trisha's character, Trisha has came for everyone's character online, and it's hard to sympathize with her whenever people are coming for her character. But when we're speaking about the pregnancy and the baby and wishing bad things and wishing negativity, I am so against it, and I'm on Trisha's side with that. But when people are coming for Trisha's character on Trisha alone, Trisha's done that to everyone under the sun.
People don't really criticize other people. They just don't. Like, me and my unborn child have literally zero effect on anyone else. I share my journey for people who have struggled with fertility issues. and people who are happy for me, but the people who like say nasty things like this, like, I know they're going through it for real, but really think about it. If you have your own life and your own thing going and you're doing good, like, you're not hating on people online. I hated on people online because I had nothing else going for me. I was trying to get attention, I was trying to get something because I was miserable.
All right. Okay, so my final take on this is you can't do and not expect it back. Or you can't do and then whenever you get it done to you, like, it's a problem. However, when it comes to the pregnancy and it comes to a baby that is on the way, I think any hate directed towards that is disgusting, and I stand with that with anyone. And that's my take on it. I want to know your take on it though. We can talk about it below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really want to hear what your take is on this. So let me know in the comments and I'll be getting back to you. Talk amongst yourselves as well. Thank you for being here and I will see you in my next one, and bye. Mwah.